AskReddit by Bobithan TG. Reddit, what's your most I'm with the boomers on this opinion? Touch screens in cars are a fundamentally bad idea and physical buttons, or similar controls, need to be brought back. Distracted driving is at an all-time high. Touchscreen controls literally require you to take your eyes off the road and can create a longer time of inattention due to their complexity. I have an old ass car with physical controls. I can do dang near anything, radio, climate control, etc., without taking my eyes off the road and in much less time. Cars with dull gears. https://www.aventura-jeep.com/chrysler-and-rotary-shift-knobs/closed bracket are awful. You could think you are turning down the volume while backing up and accidentally put the car into a different gear. Most people don't train their dogs well enough because they treat them like children. Then they can't handle them when they are active and put people and other dogs in danger. Every damn thing is a subscription. Music? Subscription. Movies? Subscription. TV shows? Subscription. Heat your ass while you're driving? Subscription. Really? Oh, sorry, I'm a boomer. I'll leave now. I want a human customer service operator, not an automated operator or chatbot. Dude, for real. I hate having to go through 5 minutes of menus just for it to connect me to a person anyway, and then they have to transfer me 3 times. What purposes does it even serve? I don't need a subscription for everything. No, you don't need my phone number or email, just let me buy my shirt and get the fuck out of the store. Radio Shack was doing that before it was cool. They wanted my name, address and phone number to buy a soldering iron in the 90s. Also, they're out of business. Physical media, owning books, movies, and music, is far superior to a subscription service, or digital content. And much more permanent too. Do you know how much shit I lost? Books, photos, music, personal written shit, etc., due to ending subscriptions, devices breaking, getting lost, data being corrupted, etc. I don't, but it's a lot, and I specifically mourn the loss of lilac-haired photos of my teen self. Shit went hard. Certain things shouldn't require you to download an app and or create a whole account, including ordering food in a restaurant, paying for parking, buying something online, sending a parcel. I'll throw in buying concert tickets, thanks Ticket Bastard, especially since they got rid of tickets entirely and you get in by scanning a code on your phone. I have a huge collection of ticket stubs that all bring back various memories of concerts, but the most recent one I went to has absolutely nothing physical to remind me of the experience. The hell, I'm paying $50 for a t-shirt or $200 for a poster. Music in bars is too loud. Edit to add that I've been a touring musician and live sound technician. I love music, but it actually sounds better at lower volumes, and I want to be able to hear it into my old age. I want to find just one bar where I can talk to my friends without screaming. Screw fast fashion. My clothes should be made to last. I'm not rich, so it's unavoidable, but I'm willing to spend extra on clothes that aren't made of plastic, and I do my best to repair my damaged clothing instead of throwing it out. There's a documentary on the company Shine. I'm sorry I can't remember the name of it, but it's about the working conditions of the people that make those clothes, and it's horrific. Also, the environmental impact from fast fashion is so much higher than anyone would think. Not everything needs to connect to the internet or have an app attached to it. I just want my fridge to keep shit cold. I don't understand why we have to bring Wi-Fi into this situation. My fucking toothbrush has an app. Why? Why? There is an old acronym KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Just because you can make something super flashy, complicated, intriguing, or otherwise impressive, doesn't mean you should. This goes from everything from cars to computer software to movies and film. Trying too hard to make something impressive only leaves you with something that may look pretty but doesn't have proper support. Great advice. Hurts my feeling every time. Sometimes it's faster and easier to just plug something in instead of dealing with Bluetooth connectivity. There's something nice about knowing how to get it connected and being able to physically disconnect. The same applies to networking. Wi-Fi is not a panacea, and it's very much worth your while doing some cabled networking if you actually value your networked experiences. Basic home appliances, fridge, washer dryer, etc. do not need a touchscreen. I just moved into a new place. The microwave is Wi-Fi compatibility. I don't know what it's for or to use it, but it's an option. Deleted. Touchscreen cars are not a good idea. I wish car companies would take a page out of the avionics design book. Put the essential and highly used functions on a physical button or slider with physical detents and secondary functions on a touchscreen. Lights, wipers, climate controls, stereo controls, and gear selection needs buttons, knobs, and levers for eyes-free operation. All other settings and functions can go to the touchscreen without a white or blue background. Fucking sucks trying to fuck around with settings to change the background to black so the 32 inches goddamn TV and dash will stop blinding me at night. Many things which basically all trace back to sundry get off your fucking phone situations. So many fucking people use their phones while driving. I was rear-ended by a lady who was texting and not paying attention. If you're walking on a crowded sidewalk, get off your fucking phone. It's not the job of other pedestrians to avoid you while you make your vlog. Awareness of your surroundings is important. Deleted. I'm not downloading a fucking app to use your menu. And I don't need a goddamned app for every website, shop, or restaurant I visit. Please just put your menu and hours on a normal website and stop trying to clog up my phone. Edit, and have a real website, not a Facebook page or Instagram account. Those might be good in addition to your website, but if the only way I can place an order is through your Insta DMs, just fucking forget it. Give me back my headphone jack. Deleted. When you're in a public place you should respect others around you but not being disruptive with your behavior. For example, not playing music on your phone without headphones while on a bus, in a restaurant, etc. Wear headphones, you disruptive fucks. Standard headlights on new automobiles are too bright. Literally being blinded by every other car during the daytime wondering if their brights are on. I have light sensitivity issues and this is a serious problem for me. Driving at night causes some pain if I'm lucky, and a migraine if I'm not. I work with software security and the more I learn in this field, the more it makes me allergic to smart home devices. I'm convinced they are for people who don't know how they work, which is what they are banking on. And these devices are most certainly not smart. Along the same line for home appliances, if it needs an app to operate, it's a shitty device and you're making a mistake. Deleted. Physical keyboards are better than virtual keyboards. And physical knobs and buttons are better than touch screens, especially with cars, ATMs, etc. Coca-Cola tastes better out of glass bottles than plastic bottles. Is this a boomer opinion? I'd say is an absolute truth, for all sodas and beer. I like physically owning the movies you love. I have friends who love the movie and watch it on Netflix whenever they can, and then Netflix removes it. And if it's a rare find, then you might never see it again. Owning a physical copy means you get to keep it and cherish it forever. And if you're on a plane, where the movie options can sometimes be garbage, a handheld Blu-ray player is your answer. Also, I love the artwork of Blu-ray covers. Another reason to have a physical copy. Older millennial here. I still love physical media, especially video games. If you have the disc cartridge, they can't take it away from you and make you pay to play it again. As long as you maintain your hardware, at least. Besides, it's nice to have a physical manifestation of what you have exchanged your hard-earned money for. Things aren't made like they used to be. Everything you buy now is so cheaply manufactured. Even high-end furniture uses cheap particle board and crappy joinery. We bought a pretty high-end couch a few years back and it's barely holding together. Edit. Thanks everyone for commenting and thank you for the award. I've been on Reddit since 2008 and have never had a comment get this much action. I miss appliances you could fix just by hitting it a few times. Most features in cars should have buttons. Want to turn on your heated seat? Button, not scroll through 3 screens. Crazy that they ban the use of cell phones, but allow the permanent installment of whole-ass tablets. I prefer reading on paper, not on screen. Social media is poison. He says on Reddit. A lot of products were made better in the past. Pyrex is a prime example, but there's thousands more. Planned obsolescence as a consequence of prioritizing quarterly profits over customer satisfaction is another nail in the coffin of this current version of the economy we live in. Craftsman tools used to be something you could hand down, it's not the case anymore. I'd rather interact with a real person instead of dealing with automated phone voices or customer service bots on websites. I just recently used a popular medical app to get a prescription. I had an issue and called their customer service number and a real person answered on the second ring. I didn't even know what to say. I hadn't thought it through because I thought it would be all automated. They fixed my issue and answered a couple questions in under 2 minutes. I could not believe it. Edit. It's hymns. Social media is the reason for a lot of problems. Social media is pretty toxic. It's amazing how much better my mental health got after deleting Facebook. Although ironically, seems boomers have made the switch to being all over FB, Twitter, etc. Also, as someone else posted, you really don't need to publicly post every second of your life. I've gotten to the point of mildly cringing on the occasions I pull out Snapchat and see someone posting 15-20 photos of a single night. Get off my lawn. I don't really know if this is a boomer opinion per se, but you don't need to document everything you do and post it to your social media. Sometimes it's better to just live in the moment and enjoy what's happening around you. I feel like we are in this weird time frame where there's an older generation posting everything to Facebook, middle generation not posting anything, and young generation posting everything to TikTok. Having to create a username and password to join just about anything online is a royal pain in the ass. Good gravy, this got way more attention than I was expecting. I will check out Password Manager seeing as it is highly recommended. For the record, I often see boomers much more fed up with computer requirements that require jumping through hoops more than younger generations. I don't think younger generations love these irritating requirements, but if anyone feels this is not a boomer opinion, I really don't have the energy or care enough to argue. Make sure you have one uppercase letter, a number, and a symbol, and it has to be 12 characters long, and it can't be a password you've used in the last month, and we will make you reset your password every month, forcing you to constantly come up with new passwords you will never remember. I absolutely hate speaking to machines, which is why I hate having an Alexa in the home. Also, having smart lights, in which we have to use an app to turn on and off lights in our home. A standard light switch would do. Sometimes I do just wanna grill. Make your kids go outside and play. They need hours of playtime in fresh air and socializing. Stop keeping them cooped up on computer games. I had to teach my 11 and 12-year-old nephews how to road bikes last summer because they never learned how. They were never outside long enough. Their parents still don't let them go outside. Deleted. A local place has QR only menus. It directs you to his mobile unfriendly website menu, which freezes your phone. Every single time. If you complain to the owner, he claims we're the only one that happens to, which is a lie because people complain about it in reviews. Soda tastes better when cane sugar is used. And if you really love movie, TV show, or album, go buy it on the physical format of your choice. Also, I really like the movie theater experience. Really, outside of my politics, I'm not really in tune with my generation. I could probably list a bunch of opinions of mine that are probably boomer. Googling recipes while cooking and having to read everyone's life story and family history to get to the ingredients drives me batshit insane. I've gone back to cookbooks. Less an opinion but related. Stock lots of canned good. Works good in pinch and saved my butt when COVID first hit and it was impossible to get any food. I try to always keep at least a few days worth of food in canned good around, just in case. Millennial. I agree that sometimes at work you need to pick up the phone because it's easier than sending text message back and forth. Just because I pay for something on a tablet or kiosk, doesn't mean I should have to tip the person holding it. I'm all for tipping wait stuff, but these days you can't buy anything without getting a tip request from whatever payment processor they use. You should really put your phone down when you're out to eat with people. Maybe it's because I grew up with that rule, but I know when I'm getting lunch with a friend or something I find it incredibly irritating when they're on their phone. Edit. Holy shit, my first award. My dad does this all the time. Can be having a full conversation with him and he'll just pull his phone out and start completely ignoring you. Drives me insane. Things were made to last back in the day, and it was very easy to fix when broken. Cars, appliances, etc. Nothing is made to last anymore, and it's very difficult to fix. Anything that needs an app to operate is probably garbage and won't last very long. There's actually right to repair legislation. https://www.reuters.com/us/us-law-makers-introduced-right-bill-spur-competition-2022-02-03/closed going on in the US right now. More electronics in cars is just more stuff that can malfunction that are harder to fix. Kids shouldn't touch any electronic devices until a certain age. I work in tech, but if I ever have kids I will still enforce this rule. It makes me sad to see 1-year-old babies glued to phones. Totally agree. One set of my cousins got phones in elementary school and haven't stayed off them since. And one of my other sets of cousins wasn't allowed to have them until high school. They are on them much less and have better social skills. College should be something you can work a summer job to pay off a semester for, and the fact that it's not is nuts. Edit. Stop responding to this, please. I meant more the attitude the boomers have towards it, as many gloat that they were able to just work a summer job and pay off their tuitions and don't care to acknowledge how much that has changed. About 20 people now have chimed in with, well actually, I get it.